Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. So there's a question that I get asked quite frequently, and that is, how do I manage to eat healthy while traveling? And so I figured I'd make a video about that one finally, because you guys have been asking for months and now's the time. I'm gonna tell you what I do. Honestly, the thing is, it's super simple, which is I guess why I haven't created a video about it until now, because I feel like I don't really have that much to offer. But I've put together a couple thoughts and I'm going to tell you what I do, and then also give a couple of suggestions of other things that I know worked for me in the past, before I drastically changed my diet, and things that I've seen work for other people too. So again, this video is going to be for people who are looking to maintain a healthy diet while they're traveling. So I just eat fresh fruits and vegetables. So that makes traveling and acquiring food for me really quite easy. To some extent, I make sure that the places I'm going to have an abundance of fresh, delicious fruits and veggies, because that's part of my enjoyment of exploring that area. However, I've really found that no matter where I am, you know, a lot of places within the US and internationally too, I've always been able to find what I need. I've always been able to get food that's what I want to be eating, that's fresh and healthy, and that is affordable. So I guess that's my first tip, is eat simply. The more simply you can eat, the easier it's going to be to fuel yourself while you're traveling. If your meal is just, you know, one grab away, then you're good to go. For me, when I'm traveling in the States, I find that I pick up a lot of bags of grapes, I get a lot of citrus, I eat a lot of bananas, sometimes I get some dates. When I'm traveling abroad, I'm usually in tropical countries, and so I have mango and pineapple and papaya and fresh coconuts. And all these things are delicious. I mean, I crave them, I long to be eating them, and they're just so easy. You just pick them up and you're good to go. Salads at night I usually have, and they're still pretty simple for me on the go. So I just get my greens, and if I want to, I may chop up some tomatoes and a fruit to go in with that, or maybe I'll just eat my greens by themselves. If I happen to be staying in a place that has a blender, sometimes I'll make a blended dressing or a smoothie. But basically, when I'm traveling, I keep it pretty simple, and this is what feels best for me and my body and my digestion. It's really affordable, and it's also super easy and delicious. So that's tip number one for you. Eat as simply as possible, eat closest to the source as possible. The food's gonna be more delicious and fresh, it's gonna feel better in your body, it's gonna be more affordable, it's gonna be easier to find. Another important thing about eating when you're traveling is that you kind of have to be prepared and stay stocked up a little bit. If you are traveling from one destination to another and you don't have food with you, it's very likely that you're going to stop somewhere along the way. If you're on a bus and it makes a stop at fast food places or a cafe of some sort, or if you've been driving too long and you haven't planned out your fuel, and you know, you're passing tempting Chinese buffets on the highway, it's likely that when you're hungry, you're gonna pull over and make a decision that you wouldn't otherwise want to be doing. Also, I've noticed when I travel on foot, the same thing. I'm tired, I'm carrying a backpack. If I get hungry and I don't have food with me, I'm more prone to eat something that's easy to grab that's unhealthy. But if you plan and you always have some things with you, which are easy to carry, for me, you know, bananas or whatever, dates, fresh fruit of any sort, that's easy for me. What's easy for you? What's easy for you that you enjoy eating? Maybe there's some trail bars that you like, or like a nut and dried fruit mix. Maybe it's something completely different, you know? Whatever works for you, whatever feels good and healthy for you, and is easy for you to put in your bag and bring along with you, make sure you have that at all times. You want to have something on you at all times. One thing that's really fun about exploring new places is trying the local food and getting a sense of the local culture. And the best way to do that is to ask the locals. So when I'm in a new destination, if I want to try eating out somewhere, I always ask people like, hey, what's the best place around, you know? Ask your taxi driver, or ask the person you made friends with on the bus. If you have a host family or a couch surfing host, ask them. This helps too because you can tell them what your dietary preferences are, and then they can likely recommend something that's going to be able to accommodate the type of food that you want to eat. If you really want to find delicious local food wherever you are and there's nobody to ask, look for that hole in the wall place that there's tons of people going in and out of, but tourists just seem to look over. Maybe it's not quite spiffy enough on the outside or whatever it is. Those tend to be the places that have the best food I've found, and usually, a wide variety of options. And I guess I'm thinking more internationally specifically, but those places I've found tend to have really simple options. Like in Latin America, in those places, you can usually get simple rice and beans, or maybe like boiled potatoes or some sort of salad or vegetable, and they're usually really affordable, really delicious, and you get a chance to experience the culture as well. Kind of similar to those other 2 tips, but I would say be prepared. Again, always be thinking, planning ahead, and do your research a little bit. There's a lot of great apps that can help you out. There's Yelp, I think there's like Happy Cow, and then there's also just like doing Google search, or in your Google Maps, you can search what kind of food you're looking for, or a restaurant or a grocery store. You want to set yourself up for success and make it easy for you to eat the healthy diet that you've been cultivating while you're traveling. You don't want travel or like a vacation to necessarily feel like it's getting you off track of your other goals. Wouldn't it be nice if you felt like you could continue excelling in all of those areas while you were also seeing different parts of the world? And I think it's possible. I think it's possible with just a little preparation and really focusing on all the fun and exciting things that you can eat in this new destination. What are all the delicious, healthy foods that it has to offer you? I hope this has been helpful for you guys. I hope it's hit on a lot of the questions that you had about healthy eating while traveling. If you have any more questions, please feel free to post them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. If you're interested in more support along your health journey, check out this link to coaching below. I offer coaching and I'd love to talk to you about working together. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching. It's always great to connect with you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.